Good evening, Namaskar, Vanakkam, Sat Sri Akal, Adab. I am Ashok Bakshi from XENA Family Delhi chapter. And today's talk show, we have a very eminent personality, a well-known torchbearer of Asian Marathon, Dr. Sunita Godara. And equally important, we have another celebrity who will be hosting this show is Kapil Dev, all the way from Hyderabad. He is a very well-known journalist from South India and Tollywood film director, film producer, and he has many things up his sleeves. He's a YouTuber also. He's a very passionate traveler, and he's a multilingual personality. And I will invite Mr. Kapil Dev to take it forward from here, this show. Thank you, please.
Thank you, Bakshiji. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the XENA Star Saloon chat show with me, Kapil Dev, your host, and not the ghost, because we have another beautiful guest on our show, and whom I don't want to roast because she's so pretty, she's so vibrant, she's so vivacious, and there you go. You have seen the jiggles. She's the jiggle is only coming because she's got just the brief interaction I've had with her just before the show started, just consuming the energy that she has got, and an Asian marathon champion, a torchbearer for the Atlanta Olympics, Olympic torchbearer. That's a memory which I have as a child. The two memories that I have as a child is the '92 Olympic Games, where Limba Ram just missed the Olympic podium by a whisker, and then of course seeing Leander Pace getting to the podium in '96 Atlanta Games have had a great memory in me, and it's very glad and very nostalgic that I'm able to get to speak to a person who's been a part of that journey, the whole Asian Games and the Asian Championships and the Olympic journey, and part of the whole movement of running in India. So we have Sunita Godara ji. Namaskar, namaste.
Namaskar, thank you.
I hope I got it right introducing you.
Yes, perfectly right. Perfectly all right.
So, marathon is 42 kilometers, isn't it? So
yes, the actual official distance is 42.2 kilometers. To be very precise, this is 42 kilometers, 195 meters. And there is a story behind it. Otherwise, we say 42 kilometers is a marathon.
So just to give a tidbit about my fitness, the only time we could do such running is probably do about 2-3 kilometers during my cricket training days. And we would get so exhausted just doing those rounds, 2-3 kilometers, and no, we would just be itchy to start bowling or batting or fielding, because that was the fitness that we have learned from the game of cricket and tennis. But 42.195 is the distance. This is a lot of mental toughness, mental strength, energy, whole lot of focus, whole lot of buoyancy. The only time I could manage doing is doing a 10K run, which is organized during a Hyderabad time, November, December time, a 10K run. I could only manage once, and I put up all the niggles in my back after doing that. Maybe I need to get some training from you.
If you are in Delhi, you are most welcome. I'm every day in Lodi Garden. My morning start as like 5 a.m. and then 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. I'm always in either Lodi Garden, most of the time in Lodi Garden, and then Nehru Stadium. Lodi Garden, I give free training, and Nehru Stadium, I give focus program to the marathon runners. So you are most welcome to join my Delhi Sketches Club, which is a very good focus training program.
Now you see a lot of these Olympic players coming out in open, and the women's especially, who are doing extremely well in World Championship, in Asian Championships, in Olympics and all. But your time, the time that you have been a part of the whole process, how easy or how tough was it being a woman for you?
See, going into marathon was something very tough at my time. Now there are many runners who are just finishing and doing. But in 80s, the marathon was only for the champions. If you are champion in 10K or in cross country, then maybe you can think about marathon, which is 42 kilometers. And that time we had only 3 marathons, 2 full, one in Delhi, one in Pune, and one in Allahabad, half marathon. And then it also became full marathon. So only 3 marathons in 3 months in India. That also only very few people, those who are already champions in cross country and 10K, they were going for these marathons. Not like today. It's a style, hey, you are not going for Mumbai marathon, you are not going for Delhi marathon. I'm going, that kind of glamour is there now. But that time, only tough people, the champion runners, because once when I started marathon, people are saying, hey, tum kali ho jaogi. इतना धूप में रनिंग करनी पड़ेगी 42 kilometers. So don't go, it's very tough. कई तो ये भी बोलते थे कि if you go for marathon, then you can't bear a child, marriage के time में problem हो जाएगी. So many ifs and buts and myths, That was the time, 1980, because in 1982, marathon started in India, and I became national champion in marathon, Indian Open Rath Marathon in Delhi in 1984. So
this was the National Games, 84?
It was Indian Open Rath Marathon, which was a national marathon championship organized by, of course, Rath Company, but affiliated with, recognized by Federation. So I won the marathon, and that time there was no prize money also in marathon, So I'm a jogger turned marathoner. With this running passion, I started, and the prize was very interesting. Trip to Boston or London marathon. And
wow.
See, because I was champion, I did below 3 hours 30 minutes that time, and I automatically qualify for Boston marathon, which is a dream today also, which is a dream for each and every marathon who is running, that qualify for either Comrade Marathon or Boston Marathon, and they try for that. But for me, when I won the marathon, it was the announcement that winners, both male and female, female mein main thi, and the trip will be to Boston or London Marathon. We were allowed to choose. So I chose Boston Marathon, and in 1985, I'm the first Indian to do Boston Marathon from India, So
wow.
एक वो passion था that I want to do something so that, history mein I first Indian, the only Indian. So that was always there.
So, ma'am, you've seen the whole process from 80s and the 90s and 2000, now 2010 and 2020 plus. You see the whole likingness for Indian sports per se in India taking a liking, or you see more and more youngsters who are more open to taking it as a career option than when it was during your, like you were mentioning about people saying that you might not have children if you do a marathon, or you'll have difficulties in conceiving.
Because marathon was that time, marathon used to be so tough. Very few people, champion runners, are doing it. And every day, 25 to 30 kilometers of mileage input, different workouts, injuries also take place, when you are running. It is we use marathon runners, we have overuse injuries. Too much of mileage, minimum also you have to do 15 kilometers, 20 kilometers, and then every Sunday you have to do 30 to 32 kilometers. So tough game, of course, mother of sports, and it is the toughest every day doing the jarring impact so much. So very few people were going for it. Now it has become why it has become fashion or say glamour, because the timings, you can run, you can jog, you can walk and finish the marathon distance. In my time, that thing was not in, that okay, you can jog and finish the marathon. That time, okay, if you want to run, you have to win. That kind of scenario. Now it's totally different. Everyone, those who are into running, they want to finish half marathon. Those who finish half marathon, they want to finish full marathon, and those who want to, those who finish full marathon, they want to go for ultra marathon, because the timing is not the criteria, but just finishing the distance is the criteria. But at my time, winning was the criteria. If you are going for a marathon, if you are a winner, go for it. Otherwise, why torture your body? That was the scenario.
Ma'am, you see the whole marathon journey for the last 4 decades, if I'm getting it right.
Yeah.
What is the difference that you see in the Indian athletes and the athletes from China or from Kenya or from Europe? What is
Okay.
Is it a trend?
I'll give you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got your point. I give you my example in the sense when we are champion here, running and going for Boston Marathon. Okay, going for London Marathon, and I'm sitting with Rosa Mota, who was 88 Olympic champion. Fortunately that time I had a habit of taking interviews, recording them, but that time we didn't have all these mobile and all, no. So there used to be one tape recorder, and I used to record the video, or just write down article.
Right.
So I took interview of Rosa Mota, 88 Olympic champion, and I just asked her the training. What is the difference between Indian runners and foreign runners? So I was running 4 minutes pace, and which was my race pace, right? And I thought, oh, I'm very fast, I'm winning Indian marathons. She said, my long run pace is 4 minutes, and I do 3 minutes per kilometer speed work, which we do 3:30. So that is the only difference, the quality workout compared to foreign athletes, those who are world champions and world level. We are Asian level athletes, and among us, those who can start that world level quality workout, they get world championship or Olympic medals. So that is the only difference. Otherwise, I have stayed for 2 weeks with Russians, with most of the Russians and Europeans. I had a chance to go for a world tour for marathon, and there was one Italian manager who was looking after us. So I was also being an Asian, that time I was already Asian champion, and being an Indian, he also allowed me to stay in the camp. I was with Russians and Europeans. They only do fast workout compared to our workout. Otherwise, they eat the same food what we eat. They sleep well, they eat well, and only difference is they run fast. So the warm-up phase, the medium pace, the fast pace, and the speed workout phase, they have faster than us. That is why in our country also now my best time is 2 hours 43 minutes so far, which I did in Paris Marathon. And our 2-3 Indian girls have done 2 hours for 34 minutes and 35 minutes. Why they could do it? The foreign coach came and he gave the same training what foreigners are doing. So, that pace judgment, pace workout, faster than us.
I was presuming all this while is maybe because of our diet and the food conditions and the
no diet. I stayed with them 15 days. They take honey, a lot of honey. They take a lot of fruits. They take a lot of curd, dry fruit. I didn't see them taking dry fruits. I also never had regular dry fruit. They take sprouts and they eat rice, bread. Means same type of food, because 15 days you can judge that what they are eating, because we are staying in a apartment where we have food, a mess or say kitchen. They take the same food, no special food.
Oh, just the workout difference.
Workout speed is different. Okay, one more example, very funny. In London Marathon, I was at the Hyde Park, and 2 days before the marathon, Friday, I went that day. I was supposed to do some striding, warm up and striding. I saw one foreigner, European, He's running like horse, you know. I said, my God, कितना बुद्धू है ना, परसों मैराथन है और ये कितना फास्ट दौड़ रहा है. Can you believe? That was his jogging pace. He was running maybe 4 minutes pace, and he was third in London Marathon. So only the quality workout is different. Otherwise, I don't think. Maybe biological, okay, but they have good RBCs and no genetical. They have more that champions breed and all, but few. Otherwise, if they are doing fast timing because they are training fast, that's the only thing in marathon.
Do you think now the whole process of training that has come to Indian sport and Indian athletics or Indian, even if you see cricket as the reference point of it, we had foreign coaches, better workout systems, better technical systems that has been imbibed from the European systems and from Australia and wherever. That does make a difference in your performance.
See, Indians are also good, but if you have good coaches in India, very few coaches have full knowledge. Otherwise, better foreign coaches, they will give you more scientific training, and they are more strict. You know, you won't believe our Indian camp. When I was managing the elite athletes in the marathons, you know, I'm a elite runners coordinator for marathon. So in Mumbai Marathon, these girls who were training under foreign coach in the national camp, quietly they used to tell me, "Ma'am, कुछ नहीं खाने देता है, इतना control है खाने में." And I knew it that it is good because I was a jogger, and then with diet, my husband was my guide, and with diet control only I could do so good, you know, timings and all. So I said, yes, it is correct. Otherwise, they were not able to do those fast timings because they were running well and they were eating well, eating good food more, so that the fat percentage was not going down. Whereas these foreign coaches, they know that your fat percentage has to be, if you are a female, say 7 to 9%, or not more than 10%, you know. So he was controlling them not to take bread, not to take sweets, you know, all those things. And unnecessarily don't eat because you are running 30 kilometers, so you have to eat. Like our Indian coaches in NIS Patiala, I was surprised when I was a marathon runner. I was staying there in the national camp just for 15 days. I stayed there, and one of the national coach told me, "अरे सुनीता, इतना दौड़ रही हो, फिर जलेबी क्यों नहीं खा रही हो? तुमको तो खूब दूध जलेबी खाना चाहिए. तुम तो 25 किलोमीटर दौड़ती हो." See, that is the problem in India. That if you are running well, then you can eat well. Whereas you have to control your diet, take light calorie, healthy diet, but not too much diet.
Even now, now that I come on TV and I come on various shows, you know, I have a check of my diet as well. I'm very strict about what I eat out and not. And my mother, you know, being a mother, that she said, "तुम कुछ खाते नहीं हो, ये किसके लिए बनाती हो घर में?"
आपकी तो मदर ने बोला, मेरी शादी हुई, हाँ. My husband was my guide, so he was controlling my diet. I was a good eater, sweet. I have a sweet tooth. So क्या हुआ? I went to my mother's house with my husband, and my mother, अरे शादी के बाद आई है, she made आलू का परोठा and बेसन के लड्डू. And जैसे ही मैंने I picked up आलू का परोठा, my husband snatched it. Secondly, जैसे ही मैंने लड्डू लिया, तो that also he snatched. My mother, you know what he said? बताओ. At that time, I was a winner, so I was earning in dollars. Huh? So my mother said, देखो कैसा दामाद है, मेरी लड़की को खाने भी नहीं देता है, इतना कमा के लाती है. और ना मेरी मम्मी के लिए he became the bad person. Then my brother convinced my mother कि अम्मा, दीदी के लिए एक बेसन का लड्डू पता है 12,000 का हो जाता है. 12,000 का कैसे हो जाएगा? Because she will come first नहीं आएगी, second आएगी, तो $1,000 से उसको $500 मिलेंगे, या $2,000 से $1,000 हो जाएगा, एकदम हाफ हो जाएगा. अच्छा, इसलिए नहीं खाने देता है. So I had very difficult time to do diet control. Diet in the sense healthy diet, but not sweets and greasy food. Paratha to bilkul no. Sweets bilkul no. So that I continued for 25 years. But I won maximum number of marathons because of that only.
The part of profession, if you want to look, if you want to be the best and do the best, there's a certain thing that you have to follow as a person. At the same time, winning also gives you that enthusiasm, that passion, that whole zeal to perform more and all. And talking about the passion, I want to know, there's a small background about your running away story that you become a marathoner, you know. You started running away from the age of 4. What is this whole story about?
See, when I was very young, I was in village till the age of 4, and then my father said, "ये लड़की गांव में रहेगी तो पढ़ेगी लिखेगी नहीं, तो इसको बोकारो स्टील सिटी में." My father was engineer there in a steel plant, so he said, "इसको वहीं ले चलते हैं." And I was the गांव की लड़की, you know, हमेशा बस खेलना कूदना, पढ़ाई तो कुछ नहीं, because my chacha ji in the village, he was pradhan of the village, so it was up to me, wherever I want to sit I can sit. मेरे को class 2 अच्छी लग रही है वहां बैठ जाऊंगी, class 3 अच्छी लग रही है वहां बैठ जाऊंगी. तो when my father brought me to city, he said, कितनी, ऐसे पूछते ना कि भाई हाँ कितनी कौन सी क्लास तक पढ़ी हुई हो तुम बेटा, बिकॉज साल में एक बार ही मिलते थे मेरे से मेरे पेरेंट्स. आई सेड, मैं कितनी क्लास में पढ़ती हूँ मुझे तो पता ही नहीं, कभी सेकंड क्लास में बैठी हूँ, कभी क्लास 3 में बैठी हूँ. तो मैंने फिर काउंट करना शुरू किया, अलिफ बे ते. मैंने कहा मैं 4th क्लास में. अब उन्होंने मुझे 4th में एडमिशन करा दिया. मुझे कुछ नहीं आता था, सब बस कॉपी देख के कॉपी करना आता था. तो बहुत डांट पड़ती थी, एग्जाम्स में फेल हो जाती थी तो बहुत डांट पड़ती थी. तो जैसे ही मुझे डांटते थे ना, मैं भागना शुरू कर देती थी, घर से भाग जाती थी, और पिटती नहीं थी, नहीं तो मेरी मम्मी ने मेरे को चिमटे से बहुत पीटा हुआ है. और मैं भागती थी कि मैं जा रही हूँ, गंगा में डूब जाऊंगी, मैं तुम लोग के साथ नहीं रहूंगी. मेरी मम्मी और मेरी सिस्टर दोनों मेरे पीछे भागते थे कि सुन्नी वहां मत जा, वहां पे पानी नहीं है, उसमें सिर्फ पत्थर है, तेरे को चोट लग जाएगी. लेकिन मैं सुनती नहीं थी, दौड़ती थी. तो 5 years old सुनीता रनिंग अवे. तो ये जो रन का मेरे ख्याल से वो जो कीड़ा था, दैट केम इन मी व्हेन आई वाज अ चाइल्ड. एंड देन व्हेन आई ग्रोन अप, ठीक है, स्कूल में यू आर कमिंग इनटू टूर्नामेंट्स एंड ऑल, कमिंग सेकंड थर्ड लाइक दैट, इतना कोई ज्यादा खास नहीं था स्कूल टाइम में. कॉलेज टाइम में आई बिकेम सीरियस, and I'm from Banasthali Vidyapeeth, which is now university, Banasthali University, very famous for girls. There I got area which is 3 kilometers stretch, pura Banasthali ka area, and I used to run every morning, and I used to come first in my college. Here university, first in university, then record holder of Rajasthan University. So that was there in me, that running अच्छी लगती है इसलिए करते हैं और फर्स्ट भी आ जाते हैं. I was more into academics, lecturer बनना चाहती थी. लेकिन जब मैं दिल्ली आई in Sri Aurobindo Ashram, I became hostel warden when I was 24 years old. My girls were 15, 16, 14 years old. So I was very good friend with them, but very strict. My ashram की जो तारा दीदी हैं, उन्होंने कहा, you have to keep them engaged, you know, on Sundays, otherwise ये लोग इधर sneak करके ना they go out from the hostel, so you have to take care, make them disciplined, and keep them in discipline, and keep them busy on Sundays. तो कहते हैं ना, जिसको रनिंग अच्छी लगती है उसको तो बस वही समझ में आएगा. तो I asked my girls, I said, do you want to go out? Oh, they were very happy, but you have to go running. So you won't believe, I'm talking of 1980s, I took my mother's international school girls who were in Sri Aurobindo Ashram hostel everywhere in Delhi with on foot running. Kalibadi, Malai Mandir, Nehru Stadium was a sightseeing place, then Sainik Farm, shooting range, Tughlaqabad, everywhere I used to take them running. और फिर वहां पे अपनी स्कूल बस बुला के पिकनिक करके वी यूज्ड टू कम बैक. डियर पार्क, जब भी कभी शाम को रनिंग करने चलना है, डोसा खाना है, चलो डियर पार्क रनिंग करते जाओ, एवरग्रीन में डोसा खा के वापस आओ. तो दैट बिकेम माय हैबिट. गर्ल्स तो उसको सिर्फ संडे को करती थी, आई स्टार्टेड डूइंग इट एवरी डे. देन वन डे तारा दीदी टोल्ड मी इन 1984, फर्स्ट टाइम जब मैराथन में मैंने पार्ट लिया है, शी सेड, here we have marathon in September. Why don't you take part? You run every day 10-15 kilometers. I said, okay. एक दिन देखा 30 किलोमीटर करके सिर्फ एक बार देखा, मतलब totally unscientific. Now so I'm very scientific coach, but that time just once I saw, I went for 30 kilometers. अरे बड़ा मजा आया 30 किलोमीटर करने में, 42 हो जाएगा. And I took part in that Indian Open Marathon, which I won, of course.
So, ma'am, of course, the whole interesting talk you're doing about your daughters, that you also got them to running.
Like girls, hostel girls, not daughters, hostel girls.
Oh, all right. I'm
hostel.
sorry. No, the
Hostel
hostel
girls.
girls.
I was 24 years old then. I was a hostel warden.
How support? What was the support of your better half in all your journey so far?
Okay, first of all, my better half, when I got married in
कि हर मर्द की सक्सेस के पीछे एक औरत की हाथ होती है और यहाँ पे तो
actually, I was 28 years old when I was doing my NIS diploma, unmarried, and my husband, he was 32 years old, and he was in the army. So I wanted to marry an army officer who will allow me to do sports. And my husband, jahan bhi tha, Ahmednagar, because he's from Ahmed, he wanted to marry a girl who is an eminent sports person, right?
Oh,
so luckily, his brother was my classmate, Major Godara. And he convinced his brother that she's a good sports person, but she has done only Boston Marathon. She's not eminent like PT Usha and all. So that time. So anyway, but we got married. It's a arranged marriage, arranged by his brother. When I got married with him, came to know that he's a fitness scientist. He has done research in marathon. He is BPEd, MPEd, NIS, and Master of Sports in Athletics.
Okay.
So for me, it was the in-house facility. Full time, he's controlling my training part. All of a sudden, in 1987, before that only, I won the national marathon. I was podium finisher in Allahabad Marathon and Boston Marathon, finishing. Boston Marathon, I was a finisher, 3 hours, 30 minutes. So I was not the very top kind of a runner. So he started controlling my diet. I started lifting my weight, and 54 kg Sunita became 46 kg Sunita in 1 year's time. And he only said, Ki, I will make you Asian champion. Me and my brother used to laugh, But now national champion, and he's saying Asian champion, because Asian champion in marathon means you have to beat Chinese and Japanese.
Right.
And they were holding the whole scenario of marathon at that time. बाद में Kenyans आए हैं. So I said, कैसे होगा? But he started working on me. रोजा मोटा का फोटो लगाया मेरे बेड के बिल्कुल सामने. Every day I am getting up, seeing रोजा मोटा. वो तो बाद में मैंने उसका इंटरव्यू लिया, इसीलिए मैंने उसका इंटरव्यू भी लिया, because I spent 5 years watching her, and my husband used to tell me every day, your frame is like Rosa Mota, you have to cut down your fat weight, and diet में 4 चपाती से 1 चपाती हो गई, then lot of fruits, lot of veggie, and skimmed milk. मलाई milk तो मैंने कभी पिया ही नहीं उसके बाद, शादी के बाद. Skimmed milk, always skimmed milk, and lot of curd. So pura diet control plus speed work. And now I give to my runners, I am running 2 clubs, and I give them very scientific training, because I have done it myself, and I have improved from 3 hours 30 minutes marathon runner to 2 hours 43 minutes marathon runner. In 89.
The whole process that was designed from 3:30 to 2:45 happened during that time.
Yes, it was. Of course, it took. See, 92 I won the Asian gold. 92 I won the Asian gold. 91 I did my best timings. So in 87 end I got married. So 88, 89, 90, and 91. 4 years to make one national champion to Asian champion. It was a very good journey. And in 92, when I won the Asian marathon, I was invited by Japan for 15 days, everything paid for, to run their marathons. Plus, I got a world tour chance. I ran 3 marathons and 3 half marathons in 2 months. उस समय थोड़ा crazy हो गई थी मैं. I was running too many marathons. But at present, I can always proudly say that I'm the only Indian who has won maximum number of international marathons. At the international level, of course, there I was going as a Indian runner, so I was foreigner, so I was competing with foreigners, and maybe that thing gave me that winning instinct in me. Every time I'm going out, I have to win, because Federation was not supporting that time marathon runners. Going on our own means I was not going through Federation. I was going on my own, because the international marathons are open marathons. You know, only twice I went to represent India, in Asian Marathon and Boston Marathon, and one more time in Malaysia. Otherwise, all international marathons I was going on my own, invited by the foreign organizers, like Japan, Korea, Belgrade, everywhere, 26 countries. I was invited by the marathon organizers. So, but it was a good journey of 25 years.
So, ma'am, right now your journey as a fitness consultant or a marathon consultant, as the whole process that has gone through, that you've been a champion, and training people to be champions. How do you see the Indian athletes going to do well in the next decade with the whole process?
Kapil, what top runners are doing, let me tell you, I train community runners, but I coordinate elite runners. Elite runners are training in national camps. They are looked after properly, their diet, everything. I work with community runners, those who come in the morning with me, and I give them proper guidance. And I feel so good when they are improving. Last year record is 50 runners under me training for marathons, and they are, all kind of doctors, engineers, directors, servicemen, business people, and very humble background runners. Like one is a juice vendor, the other one is a porter, then Ola cab driver, doctor, wow, and some college students. So all kind of people. IT commissioner has joined me. DIG has joined my training program, and all of them have done their personal best in 42 kilometers, ultra marathon also, then 21 kilometers, 10K and 5K. And few of them have gone to the podium. So, it gives me very good satisfaction training the community runners when they improve. Secondly, I'm running my own clubs. I'm admin and chief coach of Delhi Sketchers Go Run Club. Then I have my Champions Marathon Club. I have Tourism Finance Corporation of India ka CSR program, athletes program. I take them to high altitude training, which for the top runners, it's not possible. For top runners, either I have to take only 4 or 5, concentrate on them, get them sponsorship and all, only 4 or 5. But my habit is to train 50 at a time. And runners say, 50 भी दौड़ रहे हैं ना, कोई एक रनर नहीं कह सकता कि मेरा ध्यान उस पर नहीं है. मैं कहती हूँ मेरी ना बिल्कुल चील की आंखें हैं. I give them focus program with eagle's eye. So मुझे मजा आता है. I love giving training to community runners.
So, ma'am, I also heard that you were very good at affirmations. So, give us a few affirmations today that you're on the show, which will probably help. I'm on the selfish side. Help me make a better personality.
Okay. See, what I'm because I did my yoga diploma in 1980, and since then I'm teaching yoga. In that we teach yoga nidra, and for the runners, yoga nidra is so important. एक बार एक say 15 years old boy, badminton player, he was sitting with me, and he said, "Madam, आपका पैकेज बड़ा अच्छा है. आप वार्म अप बहुत अच्छा कराते हो, वर्कआउट भी बहुत अच्छा कराते हो. उसके बाद जो ये आप रिलैक्सेशन कराते हो ना, ये बहुत अच्छा है." मैंने कहा तुम भी ज्वाइन कर लो. एंड सिंस देन ही इज विद मी. अब वो बैडमिंटन प्लेयर कहता है, डीडी भारती मॉर्निंग शो में ही वाज कवर्ड आल्सो अभी रिसेंटली ऑन वर्ल्ड एथलेटिक्स डे. ही सेज बैडमिंटन जब मैं खेलने जाता हूँ others always gets, they get surprised, तुम्हारी fitness बहुत अच्छी है. तो मेरे पास 5 किलोमीटर से लेके मैराथन तक के रनर्स हैं, एंड आई गिव देम बिल्कुल फिक्स प्रोग्राम. ऐसा नहीं है कि जो मैराथन वाला ट्रेनिंग कर रहा है वही ये भी करेगा. 5 के उसका डिजाइन प्रोग्राम कर देते हैं. अब पॉजिटिव एफर्मेशन की जब बात करते हैं हम, तो पहले योगा कराया, कूल डाउन सेशन कराया, एंड देन I just ask them to lie down in sleeping child pose, and I start with breathing. And after breathing, I just give them positive affirmation like, now tell yourself, I'm healthy, I'm very, very healthy, I'm active, agile, very, very hardworking. I can do whatever I decide to do. I have a dream. I will achieve my dream because I am hardworking. I am consistent. I am persistent. I am determined to achieve my goal. But to achieve my goal, achieve my dream, I have to make my dream my desire. And once it becomes my desire, my passion, I have to deserve it. So just close the eyes and concentrate on your dream, plus think about those 5 points which you have to do to achieve your dream. Keep them on your right side. 1 point, 2nd point, 3rd point. And this way, like I give them, and they themselves decide what all they have to do, 5 points to achieve their goal. So dream, desire, and deserve it.
Dream, desire, and deserve.
Yeah, and then deserve it. Deserve it. You are doing hard work, but to deserve it, what 5 points you have to do, that you have to keep in your mind. And always do that. Then I make them do visualization also whenever they are doing they are going for competitions, especially marathons. I give them total visualization. वो तुम्हें भी, आपको भी पता ही होगा क्रिकेट में. Visualization is you think about your tournament. Night में you sleep well. You keep your bag with all the items which you have to carry in the morning. Then you go there, do proper warm up, and now go to the start point. Always 5 minutes before the start, and then boom, the start, and then you are going at your pace which you have done in the training, not slow. कभी तो लाइफ बेस्ट कर पाओगे ना. लोग क्या करते हैं, शुरू में स्लो दौड़ेंगे फिर बाद में करेंगे, तो वो तो फिनिश करते हैं. बट इफ यू हैव टू डू योर पर्सनल बेस्ट, then from the beginning you have to run with the pace which you have for which you have do the training, like speed work and all. So I teach them to calculate their pace judgment, calculate their timings, and judge their timings, judge their what is their pace for 1 kilometer, then 10 kilometer, like that. Pura visualize karake, then again positive affirmation. Now think about your best time, keep thinking that, and you will do it. You will achieve it, like that.
I'm talking about visualization, it's a fine point that you mentioned. Even when I'm doing shows, I do imagine myself that I'm going to get on the stage, I'm going to sort of talk to certain people. I have this whole picture that's running in my head.
Yes.
What do I speak? How do I speak? How do I conduct myself? Where do I position myself? Even setting up the whole cameras, everything that runs in the mind.
Yeah, that's visualization. Yeah, right.
Acting upon it. It's like preparing yourself for that particular
mentally.
time.
Mentally, you prepare yourself for the show, whether it is competition or whether your talk show, whatever.
Yeah.
So mentally, and if we do this visualization, then we do the best.
Right. So to do the best, again, the best that you are in, and before the show, I was talking to you about the fine line of the feminist angle, and the whole feminist thing in you, and the way that you have, of course, had the support of your family and sir as well. But not many women in India do find it a chord to go to the next leap of level as such. What is that message for the fellow women and the men, of course, who are aspiring to get on international stage of any kind of platform? It could be sports, it could be education, it could be something what I'm doing. Get to the next, because you've seen there, you travel abroad, you rub shoulders with people from outside. You know how people think and operate in European world and the Western world and the Asian world. what is that one message, few messages that you want to give to women aspiring to be successful?
Right. First thing for everyone, first thing you have to love yourself, and whatever you are doing in your life, start loving that. Whether it is your work, whether it is your sports, or whether it is your education, whatever. First, we have to, बेमन से कोई काम करेंगे तो we will not reach anywhere. So first of all, we start loving our own body, then love work which we are doing, and then start doing with the positive thought, start working on it. कोई भी क्वालिटी है आपके अंदर, स्पेशली फीमेल्स, कोई भी क्वालिटी है उसको नर्चर करने की कोशिश करनी चाहिए. आई एम रनिंग स्त्री शक्ति केंद्र एंड यू वोंट बिलीव देयर, कटिंग, टेलरिंग, ब्यूटी कल्चर, कंप्यूटर्स के लिए लड़कियां आती थी, स्लम की लड़कियां आती हैं. स्लम की लड़कियों को कोई मतलब नहीं है ताइक्वांडो एकेडमी से, बिकॉज आई एम फ्रॉम स्पोर्ट्स, सो आई स्टार्टेड ताइक्वांडो एकेडमी इन माय स्त्री शक्ति केंद्र, एंड आई फोर्स देम टू डू 10 मार्क्स का मिलेगा आपको सर्टिफिकेट तभी मिलेगा व्हेन यू विल लर्न सेल्फ डिफेंस, व्हिच इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर गर्ल्स. एंड यू वोंट बिलीव टुडे, from those slum girls who came for cutting, tailoring and beauty culture and computers course, 45 of them are national level taekwondo athletes and taekwondo player, gold medalist, and one of the girl has become an international referee. She has gone to Malaysia, Bangkok and New Zealand to do the refereeship. So sometimes we female, we don't know our abilities and capabilities. So wherever you get chance, any opportunity, don't miss out. You never know where it will click and you will go on the top. So always love yourself, love your work, and nurture your talent.
Love yourself, love your work, and nurture yourself, and the other three
And
D's that you
talent.
mentioned.
Dream, desire, and then deserve it.
Dream, desire, and deserve it. One final message to the audience who are watching XENA Star Salon chat show hosted by Kapil Deev. You have rubbed so much of affirmative positivity on us on this Saturday evening.
And one thing more, Kapil, always pay gratitude towards people, those who have helped in your life. Love your parents, love your siblings, love your family members, love your teachers. Pay gratitude. Okay, of course, ईश देवता को तो सभी करते हैं. And thank your body also, which is capable to do so many things for you. So gratitude pay करना कभी नहीं भूलना चाहिए. Then you feel happy. और जैसा हम सोचते हैं ना, वही वैसा ही हम दिखते हैं. मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है जब लोग कहते हैं कि तुम्हारे अंदर की पॉजिटिव वाइब्स बहुत अच्छी हैं, तो इसलिए तुम्हारे साथ काम करने में मजा आता है. So that positive vibes come only when you pay gratitude to everyone and you love yourself, love your work, and of course, dream, desire, and deserve it.
I love the way you smile. I love the way you rub the positivity on us. And on the Saturday evening, that bringing the energy back onto the late evening. And thanks to you. Thanks for participation.
And those who are in Delhi, if they can come to Lodi Garden, please do come and join my class, which is a package, with positive affirmations, with running workout, with yoga, everything, you will love it, It's 6 to 8 a.m., Tuesday and Saturday, free sessions from my side in Lodi Garden. So do come.
When I'm in Delhi, I'm going to be contacting you and I'll...
Oh, you are not from Delhi, but Delhi people can come and join.
Yeah, I'll come.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll try and get to the morning wake up because I'm a night monger. The artists I usually wake up late evening because our creative juices run late in the evening. But I look forward to have a lovely time, probably running a jog, or maybe our team, Rajiv Bhai, could organize one such XENA run. And thanks for your time. Thanks for your time to Ashok ji. Thanks to the whole XENA family for
Thank
viewing.
you, ji. Thank you, Sunita ji.
This is me, Kapil Dev, your host for the XENA Star Salon chat show, signing off for this week. Look forward to see you again with another person.
Thank you, ji.
Another chat show.
Meet
Thank
again.
you.
Namaskar. Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Thank you, Ji.